If you've heard of vintage coloring books from the past, then you must be interested in what we have to show you today. Today, we're going to take a look at some truly odd and unsettling vintage coloring books that truly reflect a period of history that's long gone. Do you remember the days when comic books were meant for a few hours of fun and then discarded forever? Well, that's what we've got our hands on today. Comic books from decades past were often poorly drawn and hurriedly put together, meant for a few hours of fun then to be discarded forever. We've rescued a few from the dustbin and have had some fun singling out some pages. Enjoy! One such comic book is Mr. T, which was all about teaching kids life lessons. What better avenue to reach the young uns than a coloring book? The problem comes when you take pages out of context. Then there's the Donnie and Marie coloring book, which provides some out-of-context hilarity that is sure to entertain. The 1950s saw coloring books that were more about teaching kids about things like vehicular manslaughter. It's a guide to not getting murdered on the city streets, which seems a bit intense for a kid's coloring book. The 1950s kids played something called ride hooking, which should have just been called the Let's Die game. It's pretty intense stuff for a coloring book. Then there's a never-ending story coloring book from the 1980s, which seems to have disturbing imagery that might not be suitable for kids. Another troubling movie adaptation coloring book is the one based on The Toxic Avenger, a B-movie chock full of gore and nudity. How in the name of all that is holy did this spawn a children's coloring book? These vintage coloring books truly reflect a period of history that's long gone. They show us what was considered acceptable content for children back in the day and how different things are today. The most exciting part is still ahead, so let's immerse ourselves in the images and reminisce about that era.